Alright, hello, thank you so much for being here. We're VINC, and we're here to share with you the result of our Capstone project. My name is Riley. I am the project manager of this group. Next to me is Ajul, who is our co-leader and also technical leader. We also have Sujan, who's in charge of design and development. And then we have Rohit, who's in charge of QA and testing. And finally, Boy, who's in charge of risk management. So a little bit about our project's background. We have 3 entities of interest. The first one is Bantik Solutions, or BST. And they are based in Solo, Indonesia. They are a public transport provider who is looking to decarbonize, that is their goal. And they are going to do this by replacing the electric bus. And helping them in this effort is the National Electric Vehicle Center of Excellence, NEVCE, based in Canberra, Australia. And they will be doing this by replacing the bus and also helping to plan the route for the fleet. And they will be using Better Fleet platform to help with fleet planning. Besides fleet planning, there's also budgeting and forecasting, data collection analysis, charge management, and infrastructure deployment that Better Fleet is capable of.
As Riley mentioned, Better Fleet is an important software that our client uses for their project in Solo, Indonesia. So what is Better Fleet? Better Fleet takes in the transit operations data and provide valuable insights into fleet planning, charge management, infrastructure deployment. However, it has an input constraint. The data has to be in a specific format called GTFS. And why is it a problem? What is GTFS? GTFS is General Transit Field Specification. It's simply put, it's a set of guidelines that says how the transit data need to be formatted and structured so that there is better interoperability between various IT systems or softwares that uses this data. It is structured such that all the information is in multiple text files. However, there is a very detailed guide on how each of this data goes into each of these text files. And why is it complex and why is it a problem? The thing is, it requires significant amount of technical understanding about the transit data as well as the GTFS specification to be able to transform the bus operations data into GTFS zip file. Currently, NEVC uses GTFS Builder, an Excel-based solution provided by National RTAP, a US agency. It involves 4 steps. The first step is manually inputting the data into the Excel-based solution, and then generate each of those text files separately, and then compress them manually to get the GTFS zip file. This is a very tedious and complicated process. Entering data manually into the Excel-based macro solution requires significant understanding of how to input the data into that Excel sheet itself. And as per the conversation we had with our client, Toby, from NEVCE, it takes almost 4 days and it is very inefficient and slow. So our objective was clear, to have a simpler and faster solution.
And through our solution, we are exactly doing that. So addressing the limitations of previous manual GTFS conversion process, our team developed a fully automated web-based platform named TransDigital. So the process is really simple. The user has to just upload a raw Excel file, and then within just 2 clicks, the system will process the data, validate it, and generate the final GTFS output zip file, which can be later incorporated by the Better Fleet platform. So previously, what used to take around 4 working days now can be done in just a fraction of a second, or let's say just 0.3 milliseconds. So besides this, what we have incorporated in this system is that we have put a map visualization features which visualizes the bus routes and schedules so that any non-technical users can understand the data structure. And further moving towards the features and benefits of the project. Yeah, the platform Trust Digital was made by taking into account its accessibility and scalability. So it can run on any device. If you have a Mac, or whether it be Windows or Linux or iOS, if you have a device, web browser and internet access, then you can just run it in anywhere around the world. So that's how easy it is to use. And further talking about its benefits, it doesn't require any additional installation, so it avoids any security risks or bugs that may occur during any installation processes. So after this, we will be demonstrating a short demo of how the platform works. In that demo, it will showcase the data input process, map visualization, and finally the GTFS download process. So here is our demo.
Hello everyone. So in this slide we have summarized the key lessons that we learned as a team throughout the development of the project. So on the far right we have the foundational aspect of the project, understanding business requirement, actively engaging and communication with stakeholders, project planning, and more importantly teamwork. And on this side we have the technical aspect of the project, from planning the architecture and design of the software, quality assurance and testing, and finally deploying a fully functional program. More importantly, we learn how to convert a raw business requirement into a fully working digital solution through communication, structure planning, collaboration, and iterative development. So in this slide, we have the quality